Aye, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, because I marked a chart up for one of the guys this morning. Roll the intro and I'll tell you. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers and I am the Scruffy trader. What I'm trying to do is kind of put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, please click the subscribe button and do me a favour and hit the like and bell icon as well, because it genuinely helps. So what am I doing today? Well, it's a bit of a trade today, and earlier on I was talking to the guys in the Telegram group, as I do most mornings when I show them the strength meter and things like that. And I was talking to one of the guys late. Little salute to you, my friend. And also Darren across the weekend, another salute to you. And Leigh was asking about cable looking like it was setting up. So I thought I'd mark the charts up and talk through the process. But also Darren was on about splitting trades and one thing and another across the weekend. So I thought the easiest thing to do was kind of put my money where my mouth is and trade it. So that's exactly what I've done. Now I started this in the office earlier on because the trade presented itself as I was marking the charts up, and I quickly flashed on after I'd put the video up for the guys and then continue to trade it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now flick over onto the original start of the trade, which was earlier today, and it's still running now. That is on the screen, and I'm talking to the guys on the Telegram. So what I'll do is I'll come back to it when it's all done. Okay guys, been watching cable this morning, as I was saying, and it's starting to get ready to pop. And how do I know that? Well, you can see I've marked in my zones, because I always work zone to zone, and what a drive that has been. That is spectacular, lovely. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm waiting for the candle to close, and I want it to recede a little bit before I pop an order in to run it up. And this is kind of I'm going to put some multiple orders in just to show you guys what I mean by breaking orders as well. You see, I'm expecting it to kind of get up to around this area. Alright, so if I get in roughly from where it's at now to there, that's like 20 pips. So I'll be breaking the orders up to capitalize on the way up, because I don't know if it can actually get there, because what you got to remember is I'm actually trading in the face of a downward move. Okay, so I'm just going to move it down to a 15-minute. So I can see what's going on, and as you can see, it's meandered its way down, it's gone up, it's pushed, it's now pushing down, which is what I want, and then to turn round and then move up. Okay, so there we are. Now you'll often see me do a candle count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it seems to be brushing the tops of here as a logical area. So there we go, that's getting ready to pop. So let's start putting some orders in. Okay, so it's kind of there for now. So we're going to go, I'll adjust these in just a second, guys. Just put the orders in first. So I'm gonna just put 3 orders in for now, and if I need to average in, it leaves me a little bit of room on the table that I can do so. Okay, so let's just alter the targets So we want one at 10, want another one at 15, just kind of about there-ish. And then we want another one way up here. All right. Brushing the tops, because this is potentially going to be the runner. So I'll just put it there, just so we can sort of move it around if we need to. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the price down and hopefully catch it on the way up and get a better price. That's the idea. All right. So at the minute it's there, so we can move this just to the tops of this green band, like so. My ideal entry is at the bottom of the band, but I want to let it move. So I'll come back to you when it starts triggering. Are you done? Mm-hmm. All right, no, we'll go home. Okay guys, sorry about the little bit of a split on the screen. I started this off down in Winky's office and it triggered as I was in the car. So here we go. The 3 orders are now in, and I'll quickly gloss over what I was doing because I had to go when the trade came in. It's real life, and you can't plan your trades to the minute because the markets will do what they like. A little bit like Winky. When she says I have to go, we have to go. We go down to the office on a morning just to open the post and make certain everything's okay, and I check on the charts while she's messing about. But anyway, here we are back home, and I put 3 orders in, really just to get it from this zone to that zone with a runner. And I'll kind of explain why I did it. And it's a salute to Darren from the Telegram, because he was asking about how to split orders up and why do you do it. Well, the reason I break the orders up is I don't know how far the market's going to go. I've got a good idea. I know for a fact if it's caught between these 2 zones, it's going to hit one of them, and that's either going to sort of be a good profit or a low profit, but I don't know. But I pick my direction based on what I see, and what I saw with this, if you look at the hourly chart, I'll just take it down to the hourly chart, you can see a super drive, and it's now found an area that it's stalling at. Okay, why didn't I do it here? Well, there's a number of reasons. It was Sunday night. I don't trade a Sunday night at all. And the next reason is it dropped down. Why didn't I trade that? Well, if you look, this is 7 in the morning. I don't trade the opens either. Why don't I trade the opens? Because it's a dangerous time to trade. So I watched it and watched it. I saw a break under there, which meant the next logical place to enter was going to be down here. Sure enough, it came down. I wanted to see if the market was going to break it or hold it. Well, it's held, and that's where my zones come from. And then it gives me an area of interest, and it doesn't matter if you miss a few pips, as long as you understand the basis of what you're doing. Now, my basis is to get back up here, and from there to there is 20 pips, which is a decent amount to have, because that's all you need per day to get a wage. You know, 10-20 pips. I mean, I've shown you that on various different sort of situations, and if you look at the compounder and sort of my wage maker, you'll see what that gives you. Anyway, so I break it up, and what I do is I start at 10, 15, 20, if it's pretty close, you know, I might only get 10 and 15 and then let something run. That's all I do. It's just logical. But there's a reasonable expectation. I'm going to get my 10 pips there. I'm going to get my 15 pips there. I could have moved that into there and just had 20, but I want it to run. If it runs, see if the other bit will push up. Simple stuff. And that way it pays me. And if you look at the candles, I'll just quickly show you. It came down, it's gone up, it's hardly gone offside. And that's because I waited. Okay, and that's the key thing with any trading, patience. You know, it's very easy to get excited and jump in just because you see the market moving. I've got to be in, I've got to be in. Oh, the Bolly's overstretched. Oh, the RSI's oversold, overbought. Oh my God, my stochastics got really low and it's crossing. My MACD's crossed. Are you taking a punt or have you waited for the right time? Here, you wait. And the one thing out of any chart you look at is these areas here. Support and resistance is always king. So keep an eye on them and see how the price reacts at levels. You know, if a level holds, good. You've got an opportunity. If it doesn't hold, watch it and then see what happens. There we go. There's our first order out result. As soon as the second one pushes up, which seems to be this one, when that pushes up onto there, I'll pull this to break even and I'm ready, and I'll reset and look for a new trade. And if one presents itself, result. If it doesn't, don't matter. You know, and in fact, I wasn't really going to do a video today. I was just going to do this, and the reason why I put this on for you is I made a video this morning before I took this trade, and I put it in the Telegram, basically for Lee. Just saw something that was happening on the charts, and I said, all right, I'll mark it up and I'll show you. And because I did it, it's only fair that I trade it as well. I'm a big believer in that. If I put my head on the block, I should have the conviction of what I'm doing. So that's what you're seeing right now. It's and I made that video and told them way before this ended, and it's doing pretty much what I said it would do. And if the guys are watching, by all means drop it in the comments and confirm that the video went up before this was triggered. And it's what I do on a regular basis. But the main part of what I'm trying to get across is patience. Patience pays off, and it always does. So what we'll do is I'll let it play out, and then I'll come back to you at the end. And I think I'll also keep your eyes skinned. I'll do a quick video on the reasons why you fail at trading. And I know that's a hard word to say, fail, because nobody wants to be a failure. But or maybe it's the reasons you get it wrong is a better way to say it. Because I think it's very important. If you understand where the pitfalls are and what's going on, you can adjust your business plan. I do implore that you have a business plan, and even if it's just on a scrap piece of paper, have a plan of some description. One of the things we're working on in the Telegram group, or what I am trying to work on, is to get the guys to have a checklist, and I do implore that you have one. And a checklist is something very simple. It's just a list of rules that you will use to get into a trade. It could be as simple as, I will enter if I've seen 3 candles in the same direction. That is a plan. Okay, and if you don't see it, you do not enter, and it helps you filter out bad trades. Another one could be, I will not enter unless I see an engulfing. Just simple stuff. As long as it works for you guys, as long as it works for you, it doesn't matter. The key element is it's there and you tick it. Because if you can filter out even 20% of your bad trades, it'll make your bottom line so much better. So what we're going to do is I'll let this one play out. Hopefully this is going to push into that 15 ticks in just a second, and happy days. So I'm going to grab myself a sandwich and then we'll carry on. She be mine eternally, and Marie's the name of a latest flame. And there we go, guys. It's now 20 to 5. I'm going to kind of call it a night, being at it most of the day. And that kind of shows another element to trading as well. See, most of the time you think you're in and out of trades all the time. And I've done okay today. I've put a couple of extra positions into this as it's pulled back. Used the money that I'd banked to pay for a new one, and also had extra positions that I could have used as well. Kind of changed my tact a little bit as I was going, because that's the other part of trading. Trading has to be fluid. You know, it's not set rigid. And if you see different opportunities, you take them. And in this, what I decided to do was, because I put a number of positions on, I thought I would scale them out. So I got paid, left £1 on the table of each, and allowed them to run at different targets. I've dropped on, as you can see, a moving average just to guide the stop a little bit. I set it on a 21 moving average because the move was reasonably okay, and I wanted it to breathe a little bit, but also I didn't want it to be too wide, so I gave all the profit back. So 21's a good mark, and I just trailing the price up behind it, and the stop is currently here, as you can see, in this zone. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I have a target point here, there, so that'll get another 50 quid. But even at this moment in time, if that one just reversed and come back, I'm still 31 quid clear, and it's risk free. So I can't do any damage to it. Have another one here. That one's sitting at £27, £15 rather, risk free profit, with a limit up there, and we're just going to let that run. And then we've got another one here. That's currently £23 risk free, and that one's way up. So when you've seen me trade in the past and one thing and another, I sometimes flatten them out, but with this, because they're risk free and they've got a good amount in them, I'm just going to let them run. And I kind of touched on this in one of the videos where I was talking about watching your trades bounce, but take most of it off and leave a little bit, and it builds up a position that ends up being risk free and allows you to run. But because you've got multiple positions running risk free, you can carve off. Dead simple. without doing any real manual work. And that's kind of what's happening here. So it's actually been a good call all day. And to cap it off, that's what I've pulled out of it by carving, re-entering because the market has gone up. It's bounced, come down, gave me a new entry. And if you look at it, I just move this up so you can see the zones. It's hardly gone against me at all. You know, there's next to no downside risk. But when this did pull back into here, it gave opportunities to re-enter the market because it was contained between the two zones. And as long as it's doing this, I can get multiple bites of the cherry, take money off, leave a little bit on the table, take some more, leave a little bit on the table, and you build up a risk-free position, as you can see, and you've carved off quite a bit of money. So that keeps, that's well timed, keeps Winky, love of my life, very happy. And do you know what happens when she's very happy? I don't have to play with that anymore. Sorry. That's no. We've had a jolly weekend. It's been full of beer and laughter. It really has. We've had a great weekend, and back to kind of normality. So that's today's trade, and again, it's down to just looking at the overall picture, as I was telling you earlier on, and then managing your trade. And that's the key thing, you know. Trading ain't as difficult as you think. It really isn't. It's up here, that's hard. So that's it for another day. I'll be at the screens pretty much all this week. So if you've got any comments or queries, by all means drop them below, or you'll find my contact details in the description. Very easy found and very approachable. So with all of that, as always guys, remember, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.